It kind of looks like we'll be feeding some hay today. They need a bale. 2-year-olds need a bale. Cows can go another night, but yeah, I hate to start the tractor for 1 or 2 bales. I had to walk down here to see how they were, so I thought I'd show you how the lane looks now. Hear how mucky this was? Literally, all the muck is washed off of it with the rain we've had. I mean, the only muck I scooped was right here when we cleaned barn, and I brought that around and shoved it in the backside over here. All I scooped was where my tracks were through there, just to get the worst off the top. All right, now this is solid, and I'm not getting my boots all mucky. This is actually probably solid enough to back a loaded truck in here and not sink in. Oh, anyway, I just thought I'd show you that this morning since I was looking at it. I got a bunch of crap in the hole of the bridge down here I got to get cleaned out before we get any more high water. And number 2's Tucson hopefully is leaving today. Becky found some outfit that'll come give you money for it and haul it off. Is it enough to pay it off? No. But, you know, I just can't see the 11 freaking grand for a used engine to put in it. I'm just hoping it's a legit deal. All they ask is if it runs and moves and what kind of condition it's in. Other than that, so yes, it runs. Yes, it moves. But we will see what happens. And I don't know, that one's a little full to throw another bale in, but that one's down low enough. That one's down low enough. If they're like that full and you put another one on top, I mean, there's realistically 3/4 of a bale in there. It's just scattered out in the bottom. Puts it up too high and they'll reach over the top and they'll drag a bunch out. And if you look in here, yeah, I know it needs to get cleaned again, but if you look in here, there's very little hay on the floor. What there is right against the feeders, just a little bit. And what have we done since I cleaned it? It's at least 4 bales through each feeder since the last time I cleaned it. The worst one's the other end when it's got a little bit scattered over there by the track hoe, but not much. They get closer to calving. I have no idea why my phone just made that noise. They get closer to calving, and usually at the other end down there, they'll drag more out. And you know, do we want them wasting the hay? No. But at the same time, if they're going to end up laying down out here and having a calf, I don't want them having it in that stuff that's 6 inches of pure shit. And if they do happen to have it in that 6 inches of pure shit, at least if I come out here and find one, when I kick everybody else out, I got a clean spot I can move the calf to. And the one issue, well, one problem with this building. This was originally made for round bale feeders. And originally it was 2 because we put a bunch of dirt fill down at that other end. And we let it set for 2 years and settle before we poured the floor. Since then we've redone the floor too. But calves can slip out underneath. Especially that one where it's been hit and bowed out. So when we are hot and heavy in calving, that's one thing I gotta do every freaking morning is make sure we don't have one head first in there or something. And probably can't show you anything else but this, but That'd be the fellow that's supposed to be here at 8 o'clock to get that car. And the car, you can see it by the gate post. So, looky there. Been waiting for this for a few weeks. I'll let you go. Get you something else later. Well, there it goes. Nice little Mexican dude picked it up, hauled it off. And yeah, he drove it on there. I was kind of surprised. I figured he would winch it on, because usually that's how they do with those roll beds. But he drove it up there, parked it, got off, strapped the left side down, slid it up, and strapped the right side down. Now he's out the driveway, and she's got a check in her hand.
I'm going to go call Bank of America, make sure it's a good check.
And if it's not a good check, I got pictures.
It's not getting any paperwork. Apparently they sold my vehicle.
Yeah, there's no paperwork other than they got the title. We signed it and they got it and we got a check. So, and now she can let the dogs out of the shop and they can finally get their breakfast, because when I fed, the only one outside was Rainy. So he was supposed to be here at 8 o'clock, and I think he was pretty damn close. 13 minutes after, and he's out the driveway, so that's one less thing in the way. And if I was feeling up to it, oh God, here they come. If I was feeling up to it, I'd make a phone call to an outfit in Portland and get a big drop box out here for a bunch of scrap metal. But part of what's going to go in that box is that cotton picker back there. I got a lot of cutting and taking apart to do that. Stuff I'm not going to do by myself to begin with, because we'll jerk the engine out, and I'm going to take that belt floor box off the top. I don't know if I'll keep the axles or not. If I had time to build something with the axles, I'd keep them, but there's a bunch of stuff here that needs to go, obviously. We is going to town. Looks like he's got a oopsie.
He's got a big oopsie.
Ziploc. Don't see them around much.
Did you say Ziploc?
No, I said Simplot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Becky's deaf.
No, I have a cold and I can't hear off my ears.
Then her phone rings and it's Brooke calling her. But we're headed to the bank.
Hey, Brooke.
And you can tell it's a nice day. It was actually sprinkling at home when we left. So we got into the fog.
7410.
Yay!
My name.
Last bail for the day. Only 4. Far cry from what we used to do. But that's fine with me. Trying to step in the deep stuff. Those short little shoes she's got don't do much. She's trying not to actually hook the gate. She's trying just to get it to stay there. Now she's mad. All she gotta do is hook it to this side and it'll stay. So, there. Cows are fed before lunch. Plus our trip to town. We were hoping to go cash that check at the bank it was on, but it was more than they were allowed to cash, so we just put it in ours and got to wait a few days for it. That's alright. It works. See if we can get a decent comparison. That's good hay from last year. This is a second cutting, and this is a bale that was getting walked on all the time. Look at that stuff. Almost all leaf. This kind of scatters apart because it was almost all leaf. And we did bale most of it a little tough. And it's not going to go where it was intended. You know, the plan was for the young cows when they calved, but yeah, it's going to go over here, I guess. We've been feeding a little bit of it once in a while. But I gotta get some hay up here. I guess I need to do that tomorrow. So I ain't gonna do it today. And God knows what the dogs think they got. Well, I know what they think they got as I hit my head. Oh, maybe we got a rat in the trap right there. Since you're awful interested in that. I've been baiting that trap for a long time. because the mice keep getting into it and eating the bait. But every now and then a rat ends up in it, so I guess I'll have to check that when I'm done here. I think I heard a rat squeak over there, so yeah. Yay, at least I got another one. Seems they're ahead of me tonight. She just got up. And the one at the gate just got up. So, and yes, there was a rat in the trap. Nice, big, fat, healthy one. He's no longer among the living. Rather than being too mean to him, I just kind of slow him down a little bit and then get the trap so they can get out of it. So in essence, they just commit suicide. I don't force them out of the trap. They come out all on their own. Right into 4 mouths. Yeah. Gets rid of them. So anyway, I'm going to let the cows in. I'm going to go be lazy again. I'm kind of getting tired of this being lazy, but hey, at least I more or less worked all morning, right? Didn't get a few other things done I had planned, but you know, went in for lunch, kind of went into Nana land and took a half a nap and woke up and realized that I'd been watching a show and I was coherent enough to know what it was. Wanted to see how it turned out. Yeah. So, another afternoon off. Change that tomorrow, I hope. Getting tired of it. Tired of being tired. Tired of not getting things done. But, it is what it is. I'm going to guess that Red ran into one of the legs on that bin. He ain't known for being the brightest bulb in the pack. He is known for running into things once in a while. He about knocked himself out on the back of the skid steer the other day. Hadn't been moved in a week. Whiskey went to turn around and run away, which they do when they eat their breakfast. They run up toward the house and bark. Obviously, they wanted in, huh? And Whiskey ran past him, and he did like he always does. Turned his head to follow him. Turned his head right into the back of the skid steer. I thought he was going to knock himself out. What do you know, Lena? Huh? Yeah, your face has been in a tub, obviously. Grumpy old broad anyway. Hers has been in it too. Some of them not so much, but Boomer's been in the tub. Birdie Mae, I think, is that one. The 4-year-old who had her first calf last year. Oh, sure. Splatter machine. So, anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. And yeah, the whole day has been like this. This is actually the nicest part of the day. So, see what tomorrow brings.